Hey guys, what's up? It's Anthony here to do part 3 of my very long 7-inch vinyl collection. Got this third box here. I hope this part won't be as long as part 2 because part 2 was long and I have to edit all of that. So this will be part 3, and after this we got one more box and then we'll move on to the vinyl LPs. So stick around for that. So the first record we have here, so most of these are older. So remember in one of the other parts I had the Journey 7-inch that had the sleeve, but it came with a record, a ELO record. This is the ELO record. This is Evil Woman along with 10538 Overture from 1975 on Jet, with a side label as United Artists Records. ELO, great band. Always thought they were kind of underrated in my opinion. Yes, this is a record my grandma loved. This is not the original version though, although I do have the original version of this as well. This is the Los Lobos version of La Bamba. It had, with the original picture sleeve and everything, from 1987. Great version. I love the La Bamba movie too. This got some use. But yeah, it's on Slash, of course, which is a sub-label of Warner, with Charlena. I don't know why Donna wasn't the B-side, which is weird because Donna was the B-side on the original Ritchie Valens single. But yeah, regardless, great single, and I need to get the soundtrack one day because I actually do love that movie. We got some old ones. Okay, I couldn't find any info about this record at all. I think this honestly might be a bootleg from like Jamaica or something, or if it's not a bootleg, it's a very obscure release. This is on a label called R&C Records, which has the song Happy Man by Chicago. And on the other side, it has Reasons by Earth, Wind, and Fire. And I gotta say, I think it might be a bootleg, because last time I played this, it didn't sound very hot. Like, it sounded like they got the master to use for this vinyl from like a very worn cassette copy. So I don't know if Haywood can tell me any info about this, if it's official or not. Let me know, because I'm actually kind of curious. Last I checked, I couldn't find really anything on Discogs. It might be official, I just don't know. This is, of course, this is an original release on, what label is this? Scepter Records. B.J. Thomas with Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, which was originally on the soundtrack to Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, which I actually own the soundtrack to that. More notably, it was also on the soundtrack to Spider-Man 2, which is where I first heard it. And the B-side is Never Had It So Good. B.J. Thomas, great singer. He was pretty popular for a while. This is an original release too, from I think '69. Here we got another Christmas record, Fair and Young with the Christmas song and White Christmas. And this is on a very clear red vinyl, which is really cool. Does this have a jukebox insert? No, it does not. Yeah, more country, you know. I feel like Fair and Young is a good single. What year is this? think it's the 90s. Okay, so I don't have every single single from the from Kiss or the solo albums. I do have a couple though, and this is Gene Simmons with "See You in Your Dreams" and "Radioactive." Actually, "See You in Your Dreams" is the B side, "Radioactive" is the A side. Good songs. She's radioactive, radioactive. Gene's album is good. It's not my favorite, but compared to all the albums, it's probably my third favorite. Yeah. Oh, and speaking of, here's another single. Paul Stanley with "Hold Me, Touch Me," and the B side is "Goodbye." Definitely not your typical Paul Stanley rock and roll kind of stuff. Sleeve is starting to fall, like tear apart. But yeah, I do have the singles for that. I think I have a Ace Frehley one somewhere. Yeah. This is a garage rock band. Where are these guys from? Oakland, California, maybe? Called the Mothballs. With "Come Out of the Closet" from, I think, 2005 on Carhole, Adult Party Records. Now, this actually is somewhat interesting. I'll explain why. First off, this record was made in the Czech Republic. And it even came with a band photo with like a thanks list. I believe this came out in 2005, I want to say. And it's on... I like the song "He Hates Your Guts." It's on a purple marbled vinyl. But here's the interesting thing about this. I think it's actually this side. It actually plays from the inner groove to the outer groove, which I've never ever seen before. I've never ever seen a record to do that. Usually when you like play a record, it goes from here to there. This goes from here to there. In fact, even the... Oh, yeah. Okay, I think it's only this side. Side one is backwards. "Them stupid F-wits pressed records dirt cheap. Too bad for you. You gotta play side one of this coaster backwards." Yeah, pretty good stuff, though. I think this is one of their only singles. I don't think they ever put out anything else. Or they may have, I just don't know it. Yeah, great, good stuff. Got that burger a long time ago. Oh boy, this is a great single right here. I love this record right here. This is a split between two bands with Reggie in the Full Effect, "Everyone Is Crazy," and the B-side is Koufax with minor chords. I think Reggie in the Full Effect is better, but Koufax is pretty good too. I actually have one of their albums, the Japanese edition, which I don't think the Japanese version with the bonus tracks is on YouTube. So I gotta fix that. Put it up on YouTube. But yeah, I love how this 7-inch kind of tells a story. This guy's trying to steal records. He gets caught. And then his ass gets arrested. Dated March 10, 2000, which I think it's from 2000. It's probably when the record came out. And it's on a gold vinyl. Now, "Everyone Was Crazy" is actually a B-side to Greatest Hits 1984, 1987, I think. And the version of Koufax with minor chords on here is actually a demo version. And I converted it to a cassette. I definitely recommend you check out both bands. Oh, forgot to show the insert. Koufax with minor chords, there's the lyrics. Oh no, it's supposed to be a promotional copy, never mind. For Reggie and the Full Effect. The song was intended for release on promotional only, but was removed at the last minute due to a copyright infringement. They always made up stupid stories. After a continued legal battle, the suits finally granted permission to release the song on 7-inch format only. Lyrics could not be retained. Honestly, it was probably not good enough for promotional copy or whatever. But I like that song. It's a really good song. I think it should be on YouTube, and despite the fact that they said that it was only on this 7-inch, they did put it on the re-release from 2004 of Greatest Hits 1984 1987. So I kind of want to believe it's probably a B-side from that album, considering they put that as a bonus on that edition. But who knows? You know, James from Reggie in Full Effect, he's always been kind of weird with like facts about the band. I'd like to see him one day though. Alright, it's kind of a sad one. And the label, the sleeve is starting to, what you call it, just get destroyed. But it's Michael Jackson with Ben. You know, based on from the soundtrack Ben. And then You Can Only Cry on My Shoulder. You know, a lot of people really praise Michael Jackson's later work. Obviously, I mean, Thriller. What's the other album? Dangerous. Bad. But I feel like Off the Wall even. But I feel like a lot of his like earlier stuff from Motown back in the early 70s is really underrated. Like Got to Be There, Ben. Like I know he made solo albums under Motown because he was under contract. But I think those albums really hold up, and it's a real shame that they're kind of forgotten. I really need to pick more up from that era. One of the first... No, this is not. Okay. I thought it was from the Epic label, but Boogie Nights by Heatwave. And Always and Forever. Actually, you know what? I think this actually might be my uncle's. They played that song Always and Forever at so many weddings. Here's another record. This is one of my mom's. Wham! Wake Me Up Before You Go Go, with the original picture sleeve. And the B-side is the instrumental version. I have a couple of Wham records. I actually have all their albums, too. Yeah. Wake Me Up Before You Go Go, and the instrumental on Columbia. Yeah. Wake me up before you go go. It's that song. You probably heard on the radio. If you listen to the radio. More than likely they play that on oldies. Alright, this is a alternative band record, or alternative band from I think Washington. I could be wrong though. Featuring members of Brown Lobster Tank and Welt. I know Welt, I don't know Brown Lobster Tank. And this is just the Tank, Standing in Your Way. From I think 1997, this is on Dr. Strange Records. I like the song I'm the Man, that's pretty good. I think this is actually the record, if I'm correct. By the way, it comes with an inner insert with lyrics. I think this is the record with one of the band members. No, it's not, but close enough. Oh no, you know what? I got it completely wrong. It's a band member from this band with an Easter bunny. Not him in an Easter bunny costume. I thought I had... Or there was some band that had that. Anyway, good stuff. I'm sure you can find this. Most of these records that I show in this video, in these videos, with the exception of a few, I'm sure you can find dirt cheap everywhere. I converted this to a digital source a long time ago, but I never put it up. This is Radio 4. Kind of like weird post-punk from New York. They have a song called Beat Around the Bush. No room for communication. This is kind of a cool blind buy. If you like weird kind of post-punk, you'll dig this. It's on black, of course, vinyl. And then the program repeats. I think these guys put out more. I just never really picked it all up. Yeah, Radio 4. Good band from what I heard. We got some good old Elvis. Got Steamroller Blues, only paid 49 cents. And Burnin' Love. Love these songs. This is some classic Elvis from the 70s on RCA. And they even say when they were recorded, which is really cool. Like, Steamroller Blues was recorded January 14th, 1973, which is actually my brother's birthday. And Burning Love was recorded March 28th, 1972. That's pretty cool. They have those dates on there for information. Yeah, love Elvis. Here's another Kiss single, like a solo art single. Ace Frehley with Snowblind, amazing, amazing stuff. And of course, New York Groove. Both of these songs are amazing, and I happen to really love Ace's solo album. His album was, and I think a lot of Kiss fans will even agree, his solo album was probably the best solo of all the solo albums. You got, oh, this is really coming apart. Some more 70s rock. The Knack with Good Girls Don't. I like Good Girls Don't, but my favorite from this is the B-side, Frustrated. Frustrated. Oh, this really needs cleaning. And this actually came with a 45 adapter inside, which is hilarious. Yeah, Frustrated is probably the better song. But, you know, Good Girls Don't's good too. It's kind of like pop rock. Oh yeah, I need to... See? It's like really falling apart. These things are old, people. Keep them in sleeves. Alright, I showed this band on a cassette. My cassette collection. And this is how I discovered this band. This is Fugue with Solitude and Traffic on Mountain Man and Avocado. This is like post-hardcore kind of stuff. Actually really good. I had the chance to see them live, but never did because they were... Comes with the download code, by the way. But yeah, my cousins were visiting, so I never got the chance to see them. They might still be playing, I don't know. Limited edition out of 500 copies. It's got lyrics for both songs. And this is on... Anyway, there's the label. Traffic and Solitude, great songs. This is on sort of a red marbled vinyl, which is really cool. I love the color of this. Yeah, check out Fugue. I think they're from Washington. I could be wrong. Well, they might be from the area. Oh no, never mind. They're from uh, California. I don't know why I thought they were from Washington. Yeah, good band. I need to pick up more of their stuff. Yeah. This doesn't even have a sleeve. I think I got this from my grandpa before he died. Andy Gibb, Words and Music, and Love is Thicker Than Water. You know, solo Andy Gibb record from his album Flowing Rivers, which I don't have. Now, a lot of these records in this box actually didn't come with sleeves, so they're just kind of sitting there, unfortunately. So I really need to fix that. This is a classic one. I got bought for only $2. Steve Miller Band, Jungle Love, driving me crazy. Great song. And then of course the B side is Wish Upon a Star. Just on black vinyl, on Capitol. Nothing really too special. I feel like Steve Miller Band has been played to death on the radio, but I do like Steve Miller from time to time. I know he's really popular at one point. John Mellencamp. I forgot I even had a John Mellencamp record, but I do. Again Tonight, and a live version of Get a Leg Up from 1991 on Mercury, which is pretty cool. That was the label that Kiss were on back in the 80s after Casablanca became defunct. Oh, this is a classic. I was actually just listening to this song not that long ago. Not from this record, of course, but just online. What I Like About You by the Romantics. You know this from a couple of things. It's been in a couple movies. It was the song that Shrek and Fiona sang in the Shrek 2 karaoke music video thing. And it was also in a commercial for the Family Guy video game. And it was also in a Guitar Hero Rocks the 80s, the re-record version, which, of course, this band sued Was it Rockstar? No, it was not Rockstar. Activision. And, of course, they lost. And then the other side is A Night Like This. Yeah, I still have it. For whatever reason, this is in a Columbia sleeve. I don't know why. What else we got? Is this another Christmas one? Yeah. Give Love on Christmas Day by Black Girl and Where Did We Go Wrong? Single from 1994? Does this come with a Yes, it does. Actually. Oh, two of them. I think it's the same thing. Oh, it's the same thing. It's just a different font. I think it's for jukeboxes only. Does it say it's for jukeboxes only? No, not necessarily, but it was used in a jukebox, I think. Or maybe it never was. I just don't know. Every record has a story, you know. And half of the records I don't even know the original stories. Oh, this is a good punk band. The Triumphant Return of the Randoms on Chapter 11 Records from California. This is from 2012. I think this is the last stuff this band put out. It's limited to 100 copies. I got number 50. Show the inside. You can't probably barely see it, but it's them recording this EP, single, whatever you want to call it. It was $4 apparently, and it's on a pink vinyl. Which is pretty cool. Yeah, I don't have much from this band. I think this is the only stuff I actually have. And it's really good. I need to really pick up more from them. Last I checked, though, it was like kind of hard to find, so I think that's kind of why I gave up. But maybe I'll check again now after looking at this again. What is this? Oh, Billy Idol with Rebel Yell, Chrysalis Classics, and side B is the song Blue Highway. I know, Billy Idol. Would they think Billy Idol? Oh, he's not real punk rock. He's pop. Well, he's got a punk rock kind of look. I'll say that. And honestly, Gen X were pretty punk rock, so you know. Maybe Billy Idol's solo is not punk, but you know, he did come from that era, so you know. Is this a flexi disc? Oh no, it's another record. Oh, here's my other sticks. Renegade. And the other song side is Sing for the Day. This is an original press from 1978 on A&M. Renegade. I have an audio recording of my aunt singing that as a kid, which is hilarious. This is like Irish kind of folk pub kind of music. The McQuillan brothers. I think that these guys are from Canada. Yeah, Canadian. It's funny. These guys are like Canadian and they're like sing the most Irish music imaginable. And it's actually signed by Bob McQuillan, who I believe is actually. Oh no, these guys are from Ireland. What am I saying? So they came from Ireland and they play Irish music. That's pretty cool. Very pirate-like. I mean, that cover didn't give it away. I believe he actually did pass away, so it's cool I have that autographed. Last I checked. On Holiday Records. Made in Canada. If you're Irish, come into the parlor. The Entertainer, it's got a cover of that. 12th Street Rag, yeah. I don't know if these guys ever did anything else. They may have put out an album. I never heard of it though because these guys are from. It was only in Canada apparently. But I'd like to actually check it out now. But yeah, the McQuillan brothers on board the Princess Margaret. I think that's how you say it. Yeah. Here we go. We got some 50s rock and roll. This is a reprint, of course. With Rockin' Around the Clock by Billy Haley and its Comets. And side B is 13 Women. It was originally released on Decca. This is the MCA reissue from, I think, 1980. Same song. Didn't, like, re-record it or change it or anything like that. They just re-released it because a lot of people don't realize how many records that I showed are not original single pressings. They're actually, a lot of them are actually reissues of the singles from other labels, but they have the same song. That used to be quite a common thing when singles used to get repressed. What is this? Okay. The Seekers. A lot of people know this, and this is the perfect example right here of a one-hit wonder. You want to know why? Because the song "I Like to Teach the World to Sing in Perfect Harmony" was only known because it was in a Coca-Cola commercial back in the early 70s. And anything else this band did was just like... Boomtown's a good song, though. This is actually an original single press from, I think, 71. In perfect harmony. But yeah, people only know that because of the Coke commercial. They never really... I mean, they kind of got big... I say kind of. But they were kind of more known... more for that commercial than anything. Oh, yeah, this band. No one outside of America would know about these guys. Unless if you were, like, into, like, British hardcore. Complete blind buy right here. This is a band called Dumbstruck. This is a British hardcore band. If it ain't broke, don't fix it EP. That's what it's called. And the picture that was used for this cover, I couldn't find for the longest frickin' time. I was trying to figure out, what was this cover? Was this in a movie or something? Or was it in a... was it one of the band members' friends? It's actually from a weird 80s film called Street Trash. And if you know the movie... You know what? I'll just say it. The context of this picture... the guy gets his wiener ripped off. And that's him screaming. I know it sounds dark when I say it, but it's really the fakest looking Johnson I've ever seen in a thing. It has a lot of... it's on Deranged Records, too. These guys are really good. Very unhinged. It also has some pretty cool... voice samples, and the end of Break the Chains, it's the guy at the end kind of sounds like... I don't think it is. It just sounds like Rodney Dangerfield. Get out of my yard, you bum. And it also comes with an insert. Oh, Pure Hate's a Poison Idea cover. I forgot about that. And I printed this off the internet because it's one of the only pictures of this band I could find. That's a picture of Dumbstruck. I couldn't find any live footage of these guys. I could only find this 7-inch. I think there was some other releases after that, but never a full album, I don't think. And then I looked online, and there's a bunch of bands called Dumbstruck. Like, there's a pop punk band. And it's like, there's so many Dumbstrucks. It's really weird. Yeah, good band. Oh, this is a great song right here. And this is a live version too, which is really cool. This is a live version of No More Tears by Ozzy Osbourne. This is a single from '93 from his album Live and Loud, which was audio recordings of his comeback tour when he was supposed to retire in '92. And then he decided to come back. So, and now he's basically super weak and kind of retired again for real this time. Because he's got Parkinson's now. It's really sad. But the live versions are so good. And there's also a live version of Changes on here. Which, of course, is a Sabbath cover. Some more disco. Pointer Sisters with I'm So Excited. And the other side is Dance Electric. I think this is an original on Planet Records from '83. That's pretty cool. I know all the Pointer Sisters are pretty much dead at this point. It was like, it was popular dance music. What was this? Oh, Pigeons with Hearts. You know what this... Okay, I need to talk about this for a second. This band right here, Hearts, the Paradise and Radio Souvenir, on Old English Spelling Bee. These guys were like... How do I even describe them? They were like... Okay, imagine you driving in the middle of the night on your way home from work, and you play it on the radio on some obscure station. This would be like the song to be played. It's really weird, but it's pretty cool. Kind of like, I could definitely hear this in like a Tarantino film. Like, for real. Definitely check it out if you get the chance. Because I remember it being really good, and I don't think they ever put out anything else after this. There we go. Yeah, Pigeons with Hearts. Survivor, by the song Burning Heart, which is on the Rocky IV soundtrack. No, it does not include... Or does it? It does not include Eye of the Tiger, sorry to say. But it's honestly an overrated song anyway. But yeah, Burning Heart and Feels Like Love. Original pressing from 1984. You either love or hate the Rocky movies and the soundtracks. I happen to like them. I own the soundtracks to a couple of them, so. And I've had this forever. Yeah, this is an original for sure. This is Crocodile Rock by Elton John. Great song, you know, gotta love Elton John. And the B-side is Elderberry Wine, which is an okay song. If you love Elton John, definitely check out Rocket Man, the movie. Such a better movie than Bohemian Rhapsody, in my opinion. Here's another Christmas record. No, it's not colored vinyl, so I'm not going to show. I'll show inside though, because it actually comes with a jukebox strip. Deck the Halls by Mannheim Steamroller from 1984, and Silent Night. And this actually comes with a jukebox strip, which is pretty cool. Oh, this is an original. It's Beat to Hell. Love Roller Coaster by the Ohio Players. Great songs, you know, disco and It's All Over. I remember there was a story on the song Love Roller Coaster. Like, there was a whole rumor for years and years and years, and a lot of people believed it at the time. This is pre-internet. When, like, you hear this scream in the middle of, like, the song, and a lot of people thought, like, one of the band members murdered, like, a random girl. But it turns out it was one of the band members, like, just doing the scream like someone's on a roller coaster. Really stupid. My uncle told me about that, though, so. Susie Bogus with I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day. This is for jukeboxes only. And since it's on jukeboxes only, what year is this, by the way? No, come on, get out of there. Oh, there we go. Actually comes with a jukebox strip. So that's pretty cool. And the other side is Two Step Around the Christmas Tree. More kind of country stuff. Okay. You ready for something I love to play to people? You probably know what I'm going to say. Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. I found a 45 of this song. So I guess I rickrolled myself. But yeah, it's got side A of the song. Side B has the instrumental version. You know, this was a popular thing on YouTube for years, where people would like randomly send the video clip of the music video, say you got rickroll. Everyone knows about it now. If you don't know, now you know. You gotta know an old part of YouTube history that I was actually there for. So, because I've been on YouTube since 2007, so. Alright. There's a couple more with picture sleeves, but the rest are like only vinyl. So I'm just going to go through them real quick. Another Billy Haley and its Comet song, See You Later Alligator. Once again, a 1980 repress. And of course, Shake, Rattle, and Roll. Classic 50s rock. And then you got an Atlantic song, ABBA, Does Your Mother Know? And the other side is Kisses of Fire. My family loves ABBA. They're like one of the few 70s disco acts to age well. Age well, in my opinion. Along with the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. Alright, we got some good stuff right here. We're almost done with the sleeves, and then we'll show the records all in one go. Because I just want to just fly through them. Devo with Whip It. You know, whip it good. And the other side is Turn Around. This is an original single from 1980. You know, everyone knows Devo. You know, have the weird looking hats. They're still going around, I think. Yeah. For whatever reason, this copy of this record came with so many jukebox strips. But this is Heartless with I Loved You, which is a good song. And the other side is Regina. But let me show you this. Look how many jukebox strips this record came with. That is overkill. Somewhere for jukeboxes, you didn't need to print that many. But then again, I guess they were trying to like get it like in like if a bar or something. Yeah, good songs. I somehow still have all the jukebox strips. So if anyone likes that song or whatever, and if you want me to sell you like the jukebox strips, let me know. We got some more 70s rock. Someone named Tiffany used to own this. Carry On Wayward Son. You know, carry on my wayward son. You know, overplayed song, but I still like it. And B-side is Questions of My Childhood. If you know Kansas, you know that song. Oh, this is a good punk band from California. Broken Bottles with Radioactive San Onofre, which is a song that was only on this album, and the B-side is Poor Me, which for some reason the song Poor Me was on a CD, and Radioactive San Onofre was not on a CD. So this is the only way you could get this single, or that song, for a long time. Can I get this out of the sleeve? This is from 2003. Is this limited in anything? I don't think so. Yeah, there's the band right there. Rest in peace, Jess the Mess. That's the singer right there. Yeah, it's got lyrics. This is released in 2003. And it's not colored vinyl, but it's actually I think it's limited. Is it? I don't know. I don't know the limitation. Also came with a 45 adapter, Radioactive San Onofre, and Poor Me. Hostage Records number 496. It's hand numbered. I don't know if it's a limitation or anything. Some people may not like this band because the vocalist kind of sounds, kind of like that. But I like them for what they are. Pour me another drink. Good stuff. I have a couple other Broken Bottles releases. I have one of their albums as well. I think I have a showed a CD of theirs I had, so yeah, check out Broken Bottles. This is a great band. So 70s influence, but so great. This is the Star Spangles with Which of the Two of Us is Gonna Burn This House Down? Stained Glass Shoes. This band is a great example of a band that should have been a hell of a lot bigger. And they were signed to Capitol of all people, which is so crazy. So good. I was actually just listening to them earlier today too. Both of these songs are so good. I mean, Which of the Two of Us is Gonna Burn This House Down is an anthem. And that's a picture of them playing at CBGB's, which I think, if I'm correct, I think video of it exists. And this band has had reunions on and off. They're it's kind of like a tradition of them to reunite and then break up and then, I like how it looks like the 70s Capitol, 60s Capitol label. This is from 2002, though. Promotional use only, not for sale. And Stained Glass Shoes. Check out this band for sure. They're so good. I really need to pick up their other stuff. Yeah, great band. Alright. For the remainder of this video, I'm just going to go through all these. Not going to talk about a lot of them in full detail. And unfortunately, I'll talk about some of them in full detail. But I just don't have sleeves for these. And I have to buy them. So, anyway, this is a Partridge Family record. You're Always on My Mind. And on the B side is Does Somebody Want to Be Wanted? The Partridge Family Show. This is actually one of the first records I ever bought. Ever. Back in like 2009, 2010. Wild Cherry. Play That Fucking Music. On Epic. And the other side is Hot to Trot. I actually do own the album too. You know what? I take that back. That's some good disco as well. Got White Plains, My Baby Loves Lovin', and Show Me Your Hand. Good 60s rock. Pretty good. Another Elton John. Island Girl. And Sugar on the Floor. The Eagles. My mom saw these guys live. Too Many Hands and Lion Eyes on Asylum. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I don't like this singer at all. Why do I even have this? I think I bought it for my mom because I thought she liked it, and it's just like, why? Lucky Star by Madonna. I think it's my mom's, but honestly, she doesn't like it either. Madonna's just whatever. You just be my lucky... Stupid. And then I Know It. They wouldn't watch this for sale. I could sell it to you for dirt cheap. Just let me know in a message. Another Partridge Family record, I Think I Love You, along with Somebody Wants to Love You. I think, is that another copy of the same record? A Disneyland record, About Time, from the very forgotten Disney film, the one and only genuine original Family Band, and the one and only genuine original Family Band song. Very forgotten 60s Disney film. That's all you need to know about that. Another Casablanca. This is Donna Summer with Spring Affair and Come With Me. Not a huge fan of Donna Summer, but she had some alright stuff. This is a flexi disc. What is this? This is like a demonstration record featuring a bunch of like 60s stuff. Around the World, Autumn Leaves, Blue Tango, Mission Impossible, Moulin Rouge, theme from Summer Place, and theme from Love Story. I honestly think this record came from a magazine. I'm not going to show that one because, Anyway, Wabi Started Something, Michael Jackson, and the instrumental version, classic Michael Jackson. And this is a record of my grandpa's high school, his choir. But, I don't really need to show that. That's not really anything interesting. This is a Jermaine Jackson record. Motown DJ copy with I'm Just Too Shy. And I think one side's mono, one side's stereo. I actually saw a sealed copy of Jermaine's album in my record store. I should have probably bought that. Whatever. I Found That Girl by Jackson 5 from the album ABC. And The Love You Save. This is an original Motown copy. Classic Jackson 5. I don't like the sound of that. I hate not having sleeves of these. Billie Jean, Michael Jackson, of course, a classic. And of course, Can't Get Out of the Rain. Not more needs to be said about that. Young Man's Blues by Elton John. And this is an original press. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Great song. And the last record we'll end in this part is La Bamba by Ritchie Valens. This is it's not the original press, but it's a pretty early press. And the other side is Donna. This is the original version on Era Records, back-to-back hits. So it's probably from the early 60s, I'd imagine. I don't know. Anyway, so that's that part of the vinyl collection. Hope you all enjoyed. Hopefully this was a lot not as long as this other parts, but we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.